Hello friends, this is Dr. Y.S. Joshi and we are learning unit number 2 instruction set of 8085. So this is the third lecture from the second unit, and in this video lecture we are going to learn addressing modes of 8085. In previous lectures we learned about the instruction format and classification of instruction according to the number of bytes required to specify. We know that instruction consists of two parts, opcode and operand. Opcode suggests the task to be performed and operand will be the data to be operated on. Also we learn operand may be of various ways. It may be 8 or 16-bit data, it may be a general purpose register, it may be a memory location, it may be 8 or 16-bit address or implicitly given. So operand may be given in this various format. So one can define the addressing mode as the various formats for specifying operands in an instruction are called the addressing modes. In 8085 microprocessor, addressing modes are classified into following types: direct addressing mode, register addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, immediate addressing mode, and implicit addressing mode. So the various ways or path specifying the operands can be of 5 types. Now let us see one by one with suitable examples. Direct addressing mode is the first addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the address of operand is given in instruction itself. For example, STAC500. The meaning of this instruction is store the content of accumulator directly to the given address, and here the address is given C500. Since this is a 16-bit address, it will be the address of memory location. So STAC500 store the content of accumulator to given memory location, that is C500. So now here in this instruction, address of operand means data is stored at particular memory location, and address of that memory location is given in instruction itself. Instruction will require 3 bytes to specify. 32 will be the opcode of that instruction, 00 lower 8-bit address, and C5 the higher 8-bit of address. One more example, in 02. So first instruction was related to memory, this instruction is related to IO. So whenever there is an address of memory will be 16-bit, and whenever there is an address of IO port it will be 8-bit. In 02, so 02 will be the address of operand. Remember, it is not 8-bit data, it is a address of operand, means it is the address of input port. So what will happen? Due to this instruction, whatever data at this port will be read by the microprocessor and will be moved into the accumulator. This instruction has a opcode DB for in operation, and 02 is the port address. So 2 bytes will require to execute this instruction. So whenever address of operand is given in instruction, then it is a direct addressing mode. Second addressing mode is the register addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the source and destination operands are in general purpose registers. The opcode specifies the operation and register to be used for the operation. Means in this addressing mode, the second part of instruction is general purpose register. Therefore, the opcode specifies the operation to be take place and which register are going to use. So both information will be included in a opcode. For example, move A comma B. So this instruction will move the content of register B to accumulator. 78. This single byte will tell the microprocessor the operation to be performed and the operands for the operation. So here operands means second part of instruction is general purpose register. So it is a register addressing mode. One more instruction, add B. So here single operand is given, means register B is given. But again we know that whenever there is arithmetic and logical instructions, then the first operand is always accumulator. So accumulator is assumed here. So add the content of register B to the content of register A, and the result will store in accumulator. So again the source and destination both operands are the general purpose register, and only single byte 80 will be the opcode for this instruction. In both the examples the operands are general purpose registers. Third addressing mode is register indirect addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the address of operand is specified by a register pair. Remember our first type, that was direct addressing mode, where the address of operand was given in instruction. In second, the operands were a register, general purpose registers. Now here the address of operand is specified by a register pair, means address is not given directly, it is given indirectly, and it is given through a register pair. Move A comma M is the example of register indirect addressing mode. Now what will happen due to LXI H C500? Due to this instruction, the 16-bit data will be loaded into the HL pair. The content of register L will be 00 and the content of register H will be C5. Look at this instruction, move A comma M. This instruction is the example of register indirect addressing mode. How? See the meaning of this instruction. This instruction will move the content of memory to accumulator, but the memory address is not directly given. Memory address is given through a register pair. Which register pair? HL pair. So HL pair is also called as memory pointer, which points the memory. So this instruction will move similar to our first addressing mode. In direct addressing mode also some data from memory location will move into the accumulator. Similarly here also the content of memory location will move into the accumulator, but in first addressing mode address of operand is given in instruction itself, and here the address of operand is given through register pair, and therefore the address is given indirectly, and it is given indirectly through a register pair, and that's why this group is called as register indirect addressing mode. Data will move from memory to accumulator. In direct addressing mode also data will move from memory to accumulator. What is the difference between first and third addressing mode? In first addressing mode, address of operand was given in instruction itself. Whatever your 8-bit or 16-bit address, that address was in instruction itself. And now here the address is not in instruction, it is given indirectly through a register pair. One more example is here. Add M. Add the content of memory location whose address is in HL pair to the content of accumulator. So what will happen? Again due to this instruction, addition between accumulator, the content of accumulator and the content of memory location will take place, but the address of memory location is given by register pair. So address is given indirectly. So add M is also example of register indirect addressing mode. The fourth addressing mode is immediate addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the operand is specified within the instruction itself. In immediate addressing mode, the operand 8-bit or 16-bit is specified within the instruction itself. Whatever the data, that data is not stored in memory or it is not stored in general purpose register. Here the data is given directly in instruction. So look at here the example MVI A,05. What will happen when microprocessor executes this instruction? This 05 is a 8-bit data. This 05 data will move into the accumulator. So MVI it has a one byte opcode, that is 3E. This example, the 05, this 8-bit data will move into the accumulator. So move immediate 05 8-bit data to accumulator, and this will require 2 byte to specify. One more example, ADI 06, add immediate. We know that again it is arithmetic instruction, means first operand will be accumulator. Add immediate this 06 content to accumulator, so that content of accumulator plus 06 will be the result stored in accumulator. So ADI will require opcode C6 first byte, and second byte will be the 8-bit data. So again this will be the 2 byte instruction. One more example where 16-bit data is given, LXIH C500, load HLPR with 16-bit data. C500 will be the address of memory somewhere, but here that C500 is considered as the data to store into the HLPR, so that the content of L will become 00, the content of H will be the C5. It has one opcode LXIH, that is 21. So first byte 21, which will tell the operation to be performed, 00 lower 8-bit of data, and C5 higher 8-bit of data. So in immediate addressing mode, the operand, it may be 8-bit or 16-bit data, it is specified within the instruction itself, is called as immediate addressing mode. And the last addressing mode, that is implicit addressing mode. In this addressing mode, the operand is not specified within the instruction. It is assumed that the data is in accumulator, means it is assumed that the operand is accumulator. For example, CMA, complement the content of accumulator. So operand is not given in instruction, it is implicitly assumed that it is in accumulator. So 2F will be the opcode of this instruction. This single byte will tell the microprocessor to make the complement the content of accumulator, so that what will happen, whatever the 8-bit of an accumulator, if it is 1 it will become 0, if it is 0 it will become 1. So whatever your 8 bits in the accumulator, that will be complemented. One more example, RLC, rotate the content of accumulator left by 1 bit. So again RLC, here the operand is not mentioned, it is assumed implicitly that it is in accumulator, and when this instruction execute, the content of accumulator will rotate to the left by 1 bit, and this will be given through a binary code 07. So thus in this addressing mode, the operand is not specified, it is implicitly assumed, and it is accumulator. So in this video lecture we learn how the operand is mentioned in the instruction called as addressing mode, and there are 5 different addressing modes: direct addressing mode, register addressing mode, register indirect addressing mode, implicit addressing mode, and immediate addressing mode. So we'll stop here. Don't forget to subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.